Hey guys, Ike here from Mike'sOutdoors.com. Today I'm going to do a review on the Elite Synergy. This is a 2015 offering from Elite, and this is a 33.5 inch axle to axle bow. This has a 7 3/8 brace height on it, so nice generous brace height, good axle to axle. And you'll notice on this bow how parallel the limbs are. Very long riser, short limbs, so very stable bow at full draw, and very stable shooting platform, which we'll show you here in just a few minutes whenever we get around to doing some shooting. Mass weight on this bow, bare bow, 4.4 pounds, so not too heavy. Well, here's another thing I like about this bow. This bow is available in peak weights of 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, and 80. So if your wife wants to shoot this bow, they got a bow that's available in a 30 to 40 pound increments. So you can get this down, you can buy this bow in a 30 to 40 pound range, and your wife can shoot this bow. If you want to take this bow and you want to shoot 80 pounds with this bow, you can get this thing in an 80 pound max bow. The other thing that I like about it is I like to shoot around 64, 65 pounds, and I think there's a lot of guys out there that like to do that as well, and you can actually get this thing with a 65 pound max. So the bow is more efficient when it's shot at its peak weight. So for guys like me who want to shoot around 64, 65 pounds, they have this available in the 64 to 65 pound or 65 pound max limbs. This is also available in a couple different patterns. This is available in the Realtree Max 1. It's available in the Ninja. It's available in the Extra. It's available in the AP Snow, which is, I like the AP Snow, looks really cool. This also has a couple different features to it. It has the riser cage, which is right here, and this is actually to stiffen up this riser and to keep that riser nice and stiff. We have a cable slide on here, which is nice, smooth. The cable slide has got the Pro Coat Cerakote on it. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but this is a ceramic coating, and that's one of the things I like about Elite is their finish, and their finish is just absolutely awesome. It's perfect, not a flaw in it. And the cool thing about it is this finish is very, very tough. This is called the Pro Coat. So not only does it look good, but it's a really, really tough finish as well. So we've got the riser that's done in the Pro Coat. We've got the limb pockets, which are done in the Pro Coat. The slide here, the slide bar is done in the Pro Coat. And the cams and the modules are done in the Pro Coat as well. So very tough finish on this, very durable finish, and a really, really nice addition to this bow. It looks great. I mean, this bow is, I like the Realtree Extra. It looks good. The brown on here looks really nice. It's got a set of limb savers on it up here. It's got a limb saver on the string damper down here. Cool thing about the string damper too is it's got that kind of sticks with the theme. We've got the brown here and the black here, so got the Elite logo in it. Just, you know, little niceties that look really cool on this bow. The grip on this bow is the Elite grip. I mean, this is the if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and the Elite grip has never been broke. This Elite grip is awesome. This is kind of the standard that I compare other grips to, because the Elite grip is my favorite on the market, and this bow is no different than any other Elite that I've ever shot. It has an absolutely fantastic grip to it. Like I said, we mentioned the riser cage, got limb savers on here, Pro Coat on here. This has the BCYX material on your strings, and BCYX is a pretty new material, and these are made by Winner's Choice. So this is a really good top of the line string, and you'll see my peep sight right here is exactly where I installed it. After about 75 to 100 shots, somewhere in that range, it absolutely has not moved. When I installed it, it was setting just about like that, and now it's setting a little bit off to the side, and I mean, it maybe moved a 32nd of an inch is about all. So almost no stretch to these strings at all. Just a high quality string, and for a factory string, just excellent string. Got some limb savers on the string here. Also got some speed knocks on here. Got halo serving up here. So just a really nice, really quality bow. The draw length range on this is 27 to 31. It's available in 1/2 inch increments, and this is a module based cam, and you do have to press this to change the module. The string comes right around, cables come right around here, and comes right back around here. Changing this thing was absolutely no problem at all. You do have to have it pressed to change it, but changing it was no problem at all. We've got limb stops here that roll around, hit your limbs, provide a fantastic, really nice, really solid back wall. The IBO rating on this thing is 325, so the IBO rating on it isn't real high. It's not really a speed bow. I mean, we've got a 7 3/8 inch brace height, and according to their website, with this thing set on 29 inches, which is where I put it for my speed test, I should be getting around 313 to 315 feet per second. And we'll show you the speed test in just a second, but you'll see that I hit 314 feet per second almost every time I shot this through there. We're only going to show you 2 or 3 shots, but I hit this thing at 314 and 315 just like clockwork almost every time that I shot it through my chronograph. So, and that was set at 70 pounds, 29 inch draw with a 352 grain arrow, and at that time I had a D loop on the string, and that was it. So very realistic that it's going to get its IBO. Should hit it with absolutely no problem, especially at the 30 to 31 inch modules on here. So that is a nice range on the modules, and the speed on this, I believe they've given it a very good, very real world speed that is very attainable by this bow. It's absolutely hitting what they said it should hit for me at 29 inch draw. So we'll give you some close-ups of this bow now, and we'll step back here and do a little bit of shooting with it. Speed test on the Elite Synergy. This bow is set at 70 pounds, and it has a 29 inch draw length. I have a D loop on the string, and I have no peep sight installed right now. I should add, this is a 352 grain arrow. 70 pounds, 29 inch draw length, 352 grain arrow. Okay, so like I talked about, the grip on this bow is absolutely fantastic. I love the Elite grip. The draw cycle on this bow is an elite draw cycle, and when I use that term, I don't mean it's an elite draw cycle as in, you know, it's above and beyond the rest, like an elite quarterback or an elite wide receiver or something like that. This is an elite draw cycle, and this has a typical elite feel to it. Just really, really smooth. Kind of dumps off pretty good there at the end, but just a really smooth, very, very little buildup. I'm shooting this bow on 70 pounds. I've got this thing absolutely maxed out, shooting on a 27.5 inch draw, and it is smooth as can be. Like I said, I love the grip, really settles in your hand nice. 70 pounds, I mean, just absolutely awesome draw cycle. Just a fantastic draw cycle. When you get back at full draw, you know, you can hold it. Got plenty of let off, you can hold it for a while. Doesn't want to creep on you, doesn't want to rip your shoulder out of the socket. If you do creep with it, I mean, you can see my front forearm, I'm letting up on it. This thing is absolutely a dream to hold. I mean, it's not going to take off on me at all. It's almost like, I'm almost afraid I'm going to have to force it down to get it to go down. That is awesome. Shooting the bow has very little noise to it, really, really quiet. Vibration is a minimum, and of course I'm shooting with no stabilizer on it, and only the vibration dampers that came with it on the factory. Back wall on this thing, absolutely solid. You can see that cam pulling into it, and it's not rotating around at all. There's zero much to it. just quiet as can be and just absolutely stable at full draw. No pin float to it, or no more than I normally would have, you know, with any other bow. Very, very minimal amount of pin float. Absolutely fantastic to draw and hold. You got 7 3/8" brace height, very forgiving. And I'm shooting at 20 yards now, but of course I've shot it at 20, 30, and 40. You know, at 20 yards I'm shooting my typical groups. At 30 yards I'm shooting a group about the size of a skull cannon. 30 yards I'm shooting, we got 3 to 4 inch group, maybe as big as a 5-inch group. So it's about typical for me. Very stable bow, very solid shooting platform at full draw. Shoot one more arrow here. This is the Elite Synergy, and this is everything that I've come to expect from Elite and their bows. Fantastic grip to it, fantastic finish, and it has that Elite draw cycle. And I mean, absolutely butter smooth. Shooting platform on this thing is awesome. At full draw, it's just absolutely rock solid. You can sit there and you can see at full draw, I almost had to force it down. My front arm, when I had it at full draw, was bent back quite a ways. So the bow is a shooter's dream. I mean, this thing is absolutely fun to shoot. I mean, it doesn't gonna try to rip your arm off. Doesn't have a harsh draw cycle. At 70 pounds, I can sit out here and I can shoot this thing all day long. I can shoot fantastic groups with it. This is a bow that I can take and I can shoot indoor with. I can shoot 3D with. I can take it out hunting, and absolutely would not be afraid to do anything with this Elite Synergy. And just a fantastic bow from Elite. Absolutely no complaints about it. And if you guys are like me and you remember the original Synergy, I think this new Synergy does the old one credit. I think it's a good continuation of the legacy of the original Synergy, which was an awesome, awesome bow. So very, very impressed with the new Elite Synergy. For more information on this and their other bows, we'll put a link in the comment section below. So you can check that out. You can go right there and check out all their finishes and their other options and other bows that they have. And for more product reviews and how-to videos, be sure to check us out, ikesoutdoors.com. Appreciate you guys watching.